floor. So the first speaker will address the issue of the international implications of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. We've heard quite a bit about the AfCFTA this morning, and it's been in the news the whole week, so we have someone who knows a lot about this issue, who I would probably say was one of the architects behind this CFTA, and I'm pleased to introduce my good friend Thembisile Maphanga, until very recently Director of Trade and Industry in the African Union Commission from 2012 to 2019. Now, I think all of you will agree that trade is crucial to development. I think there's a general consensus around this. Trade is critical for development. However, Africa currently has the lowest percentage of intra-regional trade in the world, at about 16 to 18%, compared to 70% in Europe, 55% in North America, and 45% in Asia. Consequently, the CFTA will bring together African countries comprising 1.2 billion people and a combined GDP of over $3.4 trillion under a single continental market for goods and services. So to tell us some more about this and its implication, I present you Thembisile Maphanga. Take it, please.
Thank you very much for that introduction, and I want to start by thanking the Chatham House team for inviting me to be part of this very interesting session this afternoon. What I would like to do is to tell you the story which is unfolding, which has been alluded to earlier, on what the African Continental Free Trade Area means for Africa, for the world, from the perspective of an African. This is very important that I underscore it because why the African Continental Free Trade Area actually came about was inspired by the ambition of the leaders on the continent to integrate the continent and to find a way to engage, to come together and create a market that would be sizable enough and attractive enough to attract more investments and to enable Africa to be a more meaningful player in the global arena. It has been said that for decades now we are sitting as contributing about 3% of global trade. And the question that we have to ask ourselves is, what do we need to do differently? So the AfCFTA was a new strategy building on the historical legacy of the Lagos Plan of Action, the Abuja Treaty, which were all seminal documents that were adopted, but for various reasons the implementation of these initiatives have been varied across the continent, given its huge size and diversity. So what I would like to do is to say, first of all, that the story, for me, the African Continental Free Trade Area, and what I hope it spells out to the world, is about a story of a confident Africa. An Africa that has observed that, given the global trade environment that we're in, which is fast changing, where we see the rise of protectionism, and we see also very mature economic blocs like the European Union going through some challenges in terms of keeping together and finding a way to relate to each other in the emerging global arena. We also see, of course, the rise of the South of China, Brazil, India, Russia, the BRICS, and we believe that the African story needs to be understood within that context of the global shifts geopolitically. The question is Africa going to be a player and to assert itself deliberately, or will it go with the flow? And what we can see is that actually, despite the trends that are questioning the multilateral trading system, the WTO, what it stands for, African countries are actually saying we need the multilateral trading system to be strong, but we need it to be also sensitive to our long-standing call for it to be there to foster development and growth and prosperity for all, and not just for some countries. So what the AfCFTA is actually looking at is also looking at the trade patterns in the world which are not sustainable, because what you see are continuing deterioration of terms of trade, and even where we see growth taking place, we see jobless growth in the main part. Therefore, we have to look at what can we catalyze through the AfCFTA that would create an environment for jobs to grow, especially given the demographic context of Africa, where we are by all means a youthful continent, where the demographics are such that everybody is seeing the demographic dividend as something that is a great threat or an opportunity, depending on what policymakers do. Not what they say, but what they do between now and the next few years to come. Now, what I also want to underscore is that the African Continental Free Trade Area is the first flagship project of Agenda 2063, which I think was alluded to earlier this morning in some of the presentations, as the guiding vision, but more than a vision, a plan of action with targets and timeframes for ensuring that Africa can be a continent that is sustainable, that is prosperous, and that has peace underscoring it. So the Agenda 2063 mindset and approach is also important when we look at Africa's relations with the rest of the world, because it approaches the whole discourse from saying, how can we first of all make sure that we come together and we have a stronger voice on the continent so that we can be heard in the global arena. So this is really the first thing, but it also, the AfCFTA also was about making sure that we use the tool to boost intra-African trade, so it was a means to that, but also enhance our efforts in industrial development and also greater connectivity in terms of the infrastructure development. So it was not just a simple trade liberalization agenda. It was something unique that was homegrown for the unique challenges and context of the continent, to respond to those as a contribution to the solutions that we believe the whole world is seeking for out of the development outcomes such as the SDGs. So it has been said that indeed the African Union has so many continental frameworks that have been adopted, and there was a lot of skepticism, I think, by many within the continent and outside, when there was an announcement, but was that by 2017 we may have a free trade area. I was actually privileged and honored to be one of the people that was tasked to work on this project for the past 7 years. And I won't bore you with the details, but I can tell you that what has been instrumental in getting to where we are today has absolutely been the political will and the leadership of this process by the 8 member states collectively. One of the things that was critical in getting this process to move and accelerate, of course, the technical work is, we'll talk about in a minute, is also absolutely critical, because an FTA is about details and it's about interest and it's about negotiation. But ultimately, it was set within a frame of Pan-Africanism, which meant that the leadership and the messaging from the heads of state was important, especially to address challenges and bottlenecks during the process. So what we saw was that every time the summit took place, there would be a closed-door session with some agenda items, and the AfCFTA has been on the agenda since June 2016. And I think this is quite important because it remains on the agenda, and I'm not sure if anyone now can remove it from the agenda because of the realization that all the challenges that we're seeking to address, the silencing of the guns initiative, flagship initiatives, the integration that we seek through connectivity and all the various flagship projects can be catalyzed by this particular project, which essentially seeks to dismantle barriers in terms of tariffs and non-tariff barriers in particular across the continent. The word that is often used is progressively, but I think there's also a sense of impatience and a sense of urgency. And what my understanding of why this would be is that there's a very real sense that Africa has a window of opportunity, that in fact in the midst of all the chaos that one might read into what is happening in the trade space, it may actually be the best time for Africa to get its act together and to come forward with an integrated approach to how it will engage with what in the agreement is referred to as third parties, in other words, those who are outside of the continent and not part of the AfCFTA. So what I think is important is that from the absolute shock and surprise of many observers in 2015 when we launched the agreement in Johannesburg, to the Kigali summit, which took place in March 2018. You know, I was equally shocked and surprised. I want to give this, this sense because we knew there was a lot of political will and commitment, but it takes on a different shape when countries come forward to sign an agreement. In fact, it was historic to have 44 countries sign an agreement on the first day of its opening. And for this to, within a year and a half, to have almost universal signature. In fact, as you know, we have one country that hasn't signed, and there are very specific reasons for that, and they will definitely sign, they just needed time to be able to do that. And in fact, this is something that can be well understood. It's also the first agreement, that political will that I was talking about, that is delivered 27 ratifications by this summit. And I think the message to the rest of the world is that, Africa is very serious now about taking control of its own destiny. And some headlines, for example, in publications in 2017, the Financial Times says, African trade pact raises hope for prosperity. Africa Unite, they have long traded with the world, now they want to trade with each other. This was The Economist, and so on. So for the first time, the same publications and voices that were telling a story of doom about Africa are now sending a new narrative. And I think this is very important because the kind of image and perception that our continent has a significant impact on how the private sector and business community around the world would look at Africa as a trade and investment destination. I mean, it seems like an obvious point to make, but I think the fact is that if we could manage better to bring out the stories of what is really happening with the continent from the African perspective and the narratives, my own conviction is that we would actually sit with an environment where more are willing to come and explore opportunities, which are very attractive, and I think you will hear more about them from other speakers. But it is actually, I think, a decision that we need to make as a continent to do that. Now, as far as I won't go into the nuts and bolts of where we are in the process, just to say that it is a continuing process. It's not done yet. And we are basically seeing milestones being celebrated progressively. And they are very important to keep everyone united and rallying around the cause. But at the same time, it will be a year before we can actually trade under the AfCFTA. And a lot of technical work is going on and has been going on, dealing with all the various mechanisms that need to be in place for that to be done successfully. And the actual tariff negotiations which are taking place and the details are part of what will be of interest to stakeholders within the continent and outside the continent that are interested in doing business on the continent. So we think that this interest and attention will be sustained in the short term. But one of the things I wanted to say is that there's an emerging new reality facing African economy. The institutions such as the African Union Commission, the AfCFTA Secretariat, the regional economic communities, the member states, the private sector, how they're going to rally around coming together with frameworks for implementation. And there are, for example, national strategies that are being developed as we speak in different countries. But we need more than strategies to make the change. We need actual implementation of those strategies. So I see a great scope for international partnerships being rallied around that, and I've been a witness of how different partners who have been working with the African Union have been supporting different agenda initiatives. Peace and security was always the biggest one, but I would not hesitate to say a growing area of interest and the multiplicity of international partnerships is this African Continental Free Trade Area initiative. So the implementation aspect will be key. We have had signs that not all countries around the world are happy about the AfCFTA. And it is something that, from the African perspective, is hard to really understand. But I would say happy in the sense that there have been some efforts and initiatives which could be, in fact, could either slow down the process or create challenges with the African countries remaining on course in terms of achieving the targets. For example, we have some larger players who have approached the African Union and said, well, we'd like to now start negotiating bilateral agreements with individual countries in Africa. And we have a template, we have this is the way we're going to do it. Now, this is something that, from the interest of those particular countries, makes a lot of sense. However, it may actually raise a challenge in terms of keeping the process together. So, and if I were just to say, in terms of, in summary, what are the key proposals one would bring forward is that we would say that it's quite important for everyone to see an opportunity in the African Continental Free Trade Area and support that initiative. It's also an opportunity for AU member states to shift from political to economic diplomacy, to actually explain the benefits and the opportunities that this agreement will bring about, because we believe it's important. And also, the enabling infrastructure and connectivity to harness the gains is critical. We have the single air transport market, we have the protocol on free movement, we have also the African Continental Free Trade Area. These could be pillars, not just for the present economy on the continent, but also the future digital transformation that Africa is starting to talk about. So in the interest of time, I will stop there, and maybe later on in the discussions in the Q&A, I can come back. Thank you.
Thank you.